Have you ever noticed how some people can make anyone feel instantly understood and valued? Today, I'm going to share 5 powerful questions that create genuine connection with women. Questions that go beyond the surface and make her feel truly seen. These aren't your typical "what do you do for work?" conversations. These are the questions that make her eyes light up and think, "Wow, he really gets me." Here's the thing. We're living in what I call a connection crisis. Studies show that an astounding 93% of our daily conversations fail to create any meaningful connection. Think about that. We're talking more than ever, but saying less that matters. Most men get stuck in the same loop of small talk about work, weather, and weekend plans. It's like we're reading from a script that keeps us safely on the surface. And here's what really hits home. Many women report feeling unheard or misunderstood in conversations, even with people they're close to. They're craving deeper connection but rarely finding it. Before we dive into the questions that work, let's understand why most conversations never reach that deeper level. First, there's this universal fear of going too deep too soon. It's like we're all walking on conversational eggshells, worried about crossing an invisible line. Then there's the habit of asking dead-end questions, those yes or no questions that kill conversation momentum faster than a smartphone notification. Timing is another huge factor. Even the best question asked at the wrong moment can feel forced or awkward. It's like telling a joke at a funeral. The content isn't the problem, the timing is. And perhaps most importantly, many men miss the subtle emotional cues that signal when she's open to deeper conversation. It's like having a GPS, but never looking at the screen. Now, before I reveal these 5 game-changing questions, let's talk about the art of asking them effectively. Think of questions like doors. Good questions open new rooms for exploration, while poor questions are like slamming doors shut. The questions I'm about to share are designed to open multiple doors of conversation, giving her the freedom to choose which path interests her most. Creating emotional safety isn't just about what you ask. It's about how you ask it. Your body language, tone, and genuine interest create a space where she feels comfortable opening up. It's like creating a cozy conversation bubble where judgment and pressure can't enter. The magic often happens in the spaces between words. When she answers, listen not just to what she's saying, but how she's saying it. Watch for those micro-expressions, those slight changes in tone that tell you there's more to explore. Here's a pro tip. Always follow the emotional energy of the conversation. If you ask one of these questions and she lights up, stay in that territory. Think of it like following a trail of breadcrumbs to what truly matters to her. These 5 questions aren't just conversation starters. They're keys to unlock genuine connection. Each one serves a specific purpose in creating deeper understanding. The first category of questions taps directly into emotional experiences. These questions bypass small talk and create an instant sense of intimacy, not in a forced way, but in a way that feels natural and comfortable. These questions naturally evoke emotional responses without putting pressure on her. They create shared experiences by relating to universal human emotions. Trust builds organically through emotional recognition and validation. The second category helps uncover what truly matters to her. These aren't just surface-level questions about likes and dislikes. They reveal the why behind her choices. These questions reveal core values without being too direct or intrusive. They demonstrate that you're interested in understanding her perspective. Finding shared values creates strong connection points. The third category sparks inspiration and excitement about possibilities. These questions light up the imagination and create positive energy. These questions activate creative thinking and positive emotions. They generate excitement about future possibilities. They position you as someone who supports her dreams. The fourth category creates lasting connection through shared understanding. These questions make memories and build strong foundations. These questions create moments of genuine understanding. They lead to memorable conversations you'll think about later. They establish deeper, more meaningful connections. Let's start with what I call the emotional time machine question. This isn't just any question about the past, it's specifically designed to create instant warmth and connection. The question is, what's a moment from your childhood that still makes you smile? Notice how specific yet open-ended this is. We're not just asking about childhood memories, we're asking about ones that continue to bring joy today. Now, here's why this question is pure gold. First, it instantly creates emotional warmth, because happy childhood memories typically trigger positive feelings in the present moment. You'll often see her face light up before she even answers. Second, these memories often reveal experiences that shaped who she is today. Maybe it's a story about standing up for her little brother, or the first time she performed on stage. These moments tell you so much about her values and character. Finally, by asking about something personal but positive, you show that you care about her story, while keeping the conversation light and enjoyable. It's like opening a door to deeper connection while ensuring she feels completely comfortable walking through it. Our second question is what I call the Values Explorer. It's designed to uncover what truly matters to her in a way that feels both safe and exciting. Here's the question. What's something you believe in that most people around you don't understand? This question is powerful because it invites her to share something deeply personal without feeling exposed. Let's break down why this question creates such strong connection. First, it validates her as an independent thinker. You're essentially saying, I'm interested in how you see the world differently, which is incredibly affirming. Think about it. How often does someone actually invite us to share our unique perspectives? Second, it creates a safe space for vulnerability. By acknowledging that others might not understand this belief, you're showing that you're open to perspectives that go against the grain. This often leads to her sharing deeply held values she rarely expresses. Finally, it demonstrates genuine curiosity about her inner world. Unlike typical first-date questions about hobbies or work, this question shows you're interested in understanding who she really is, not just what she does. Our third question is the Dream Decoder, and it's absolutely magical in how it opens up conversations about hopes and aspirations. Here's the exact question. If you had all the resources and support you needed, what would you create or pursue? Notice how we're deliberately removing practical barriers from the equation. This question is pure connection gold, and here's why. First, by eliminating practical constraints like money or time, you free her to express her true aspirations without self-censoring. It's like giving someone permission to color outside the lines. Suddenly, the real dreams emerge. Second, this question reveals what truly excites her, not what she thinks is possible, but what she actually desires. The difference between these two things often holds the key to understanding someone's deeper motivations and passions. And finally, it naturally opens up a future-focused dialogue where you can explore these dreams together. Maybe she wants to start a unique business, write a book, or create a community project. Whatever it is, you're now positioned as someone who sees and supports her vision of what's possible. Our fourth question is what I call the story behind the smile. It's deceptively simple, but incredibly powerful in creating immediate emotional connection. Here's the question. What's a small moment from your day that made you happy? Pay attention to how specific yet accessible this question is. This question works on multiple levels, and here's why it's so effective. First, it celebrates the small joys that most people overlook. While everyone asks about big achievements or major life events, this question shows you understand that life's beauty often lies in its subtle moments. Maybe it's the perfect cup of coffee, a kind gesture from a stranger, or a song that came on at just the right time. Second, it creates immediate presence and connection. Unlike questions about the past or future, this focuses on the recent present, making it easy to answer while still being meaningful. It's like taking a snapshot of her emotional state right now. Finally, this question demonstrates emotional intelligence. You're showing that you understand happiness isn't just about big events, it's about appreciation for life's small pleasures. This often leads to surprisingly deep conversations about what brings genuine joy. Our fifth and final question is the future vision, and it might be the most powerful one for creating lasting connection. Here it is. What's something you're looking forward to learning about yourself? Notice how this question assumes growth and discovery in a way that's both exciting and non-threatening. The power of this question lies in its layers. First, it acknowledges that we're all works in progress, which is incredibly validating. Instead of asking about concrete future plans, it explores the journey of personal growth, something everyone can relate to but rarely gets asked about. Second, it demonstrates profound faith in her potential. You're not just asking about what she wants to do, but who she's becoming. This subtle difference shows that you see her as someone who's constantly evolving and growing. Finally, this question creates an ongoing conversation thread. Her answer gives you insight into her aspirations for personal growth, and it naturally leads to follow-up conversations as she discovers new things about herself. It's like planting a seed for future meaningful discussions. Even the most powerful questions can fall flat if the timing isn't right. Let's break down when to use these questions and when to hold back. Think of timing like surfing. You want to catch the wave at just the right moment. Too early or too late, and you'll miss the opportunity for connection. The perfect moment is after you've established some basic comfort and rapport. You want that foundation of trust, even if it's just been built over a few minutes of genuine interaction. Jumping in with deep questions right away can feel invasive. It's like trying to run before walking. You need that initial connection first. When you notice her sharing details voluntarily or elaborating on her answers, that's a green light. She's showing she's comfortable opening up. If she's checking her phone or seems distracted, save these questions for another time. You want her full attention for meaningful connection. Natural pauses in conversation are perfect opportunities. It's like the conversation is taking a breath, ready for something deeper. These questions are meant for one-on-one connection. Group settings can make vulnerable sharing feel unsafe or awkward. Watch for signs of emotional availability, relaxed body language, maintained eye contact, and engaged responses. When someone's stressed or overwhelmed, they're usually not in the right headspace for introspective questions. As we wrap up, I want to leave you with what I call the golden rule of deep questions. Always remember that questions are invitations, not demands. This simple mindset shift will transform how you connect with others. When you see questions as invitations, everything changes. You're not trying to extract information, you're creating a space where she feels safe to share. If she doesn't accept the invitation right away, that's perfectly okay. Your role is to open the door, not push her through it. This respectful approach is what makes these questions so powerful. They create opportunity for connection, while honoring her boundaries and comfort level. And that, more than anything else, will make her feel truly understood and appreciated.